What's happening, people? It's me, the Grassroots Cameraman, or TGC for short, back again for another highlight video. Today we have an England Over50's match as the England Lions take on the England Roses for the Derek Edkins Memorial Cup, being played today at Aveley FC's Parkside Stadium. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Yeah. And we're off as we get this England Over50's game underway. And just for clarity, the England Lions are in white and the Roses in red. So strap yourselves in, because this one's going to be a cracker. As it's the Lions with the play in the early stages. And how about that for a little bit of skill there? And this game here absolutely debunks the theory that men over 50 can't play football anymore. But while I'm talking, their wingers skip free. And a great save there by the Roses keeper. So these first 5 minutes, the Lions have just shaded it. Good tackle there by the Roses right back as the Lions try and capitalise with a quick throw, but quickly regain possession by the Roses as they look now to get possession of the ball, bringing it out from the back. Their midfielder Craig picks it up, very skillful player. And what a ball there to the Roses striker. And as he chops in, he shoots 1-0. And as you can see from the goal can, he had an awful lot of work to do, but makes it look easy. Roses take the lead. So with only 6 minutes gone and against the run of play, I must add, the Roses take the lead. But now it's the Lions in the white trying to get an equaliser. And it's their Lions midfielder on the ball. He's still got the ball, he shoots. Just wide. And that's an early warning side to the Roses. But down the other end, it's the Roses trying to extend their lead. And as the Roses sideline screen penalty, let's have a look at that challenge, shall we? And with the aid of the pan shot VAR, nah, never a penalty. Ref got that one spot on. But as a consolation, the Roses have a corner and are looking for a goal to double their lead. Almost. And I forgot to mention the temperature out there is about 35 degrees, sweltering conditions. And oh yeah, anyone want to see a vet's footy tackle? Lovely! 27 minutes gone on the clock and it's the Lions with the ball, as I know they'll desperately want to get an equaliser by half time, if not take the lead. And they're desperately trying, I'll give them that, with Staff, their playmakers, spraying it out to the wingers. Can they carve out a chance that'll give them the equaliser? And as the Lions are trying to carve out a chance, they win a free kick in a dangerous area, mind. And it looks like it's their number 8. Or is it? Into the wall, but their Lions player flicks it on. And that's the chance gone. So under 15 minutes to go in this heat-zapping conditions. And what a ball by the Lions, number 5. As the Lino raises his flag, let's have a look on the pan shot VAR, shall we? Yep, their striker's gone a bit too early. Good call by the Lino, as the Lions are mounting increasing pressure here. And is this finally the chance to get the equaliser? As the Lions player falls to the ground and they scream penalty. Over to the pan shot VAR yet again, as inconclusive as the goalkeeper's in the way. Hey, 7 minutes left of the first half. It's the Lions yet again. What a ball there. Can they capitalise? They might be able to, because there was a mistake from the Roses. And as the Lions player shoots, that shot's not going to trouble the Roses keeper. So as we head into the 41st minute, only 4 minutes left of the play. And it's the Lions yet again with some relentless pressure. Can they finally find an opening? It's their winger, crosses it in. That's the equaliser. And I'll tell you what, that was a well-worked goal, worthy of an equaliser.
Perfect.
So on the stroke of half-time, the Lions get a well-deserved equaliser, as this game nails anyone's. But now it's the Lions coming forward. Can they take the lead again for the second time? What a challenge there by the Lions captain. And it's the Roses still have the ball. They shoot. Blocked. And at the moment, this game's end to end, with the Lions in the red just shading it again, as their midfielder comes forward. Whoa, close. And from the action replay, that shot almost trickled in. And now we're just into injury time. And possession's firmly with the Reds. With the number 3 picking up the ball. Showing a lovely bit of skill there. Spreading it out to their number 15. Can he get the cross in? He can, you know. And their wingers unmarked. Keeper with a reactionary save. But the danger ain't over yet. He is now. Let's just have a look at this from the action replay. The header comes across. Great save by the keeper. And a snapshot. And the keeper's there yet again. And with 48 minutes gone, the ref looks at his watch, blows the whistle. First half done and dusted. So as we get the second half underway, the score's 1-1. As these very evenly matched two teams go to battle again. And I honestly couldn't pick a winner if there's going to be one. But the Roses are looking very dangerous and they're through. And as their keeper comes scrambling out, their striker goes to ground. Everyone looks to the ref, but he ain't give a penalty. And look at that save. Keeper got a hand on there first. And yet another good call by the officials out there today. And how about that for a ball from their number 9? And their number 7's free, but gets his pass wrong. You can see what he was trying to do though. And this second half, even though there's only 4 minutes gone, it's been all roses. As they try and bring it out from the back. And as their left winger picks up the ball, the Roses player just nicks the ball off of him. And with one pass, one round the keeper, another goal. And for the second time today, the Roses have taken the lead, with their striker showing great composure, calmly sliding it into the back of the net. So with 50 minutes gone, the Roses take the lead for the second time today, and they're coming forward again. As their winger lays the ball onto their striker, who must have a spring in his step after just bagging that goal, sends the ball over. What a save by their keeper! And I'll tell you what, he's kept the Lions in the game here, because just have a look at this reactionary save, keeping the score to only 1 goal. And this second half has been all the Roses as they come forward yet again. And that was worth a shot there. And how about that for a pass from the Roses midfielder, as the Reds winger picks up the ball and thinks I'll have a run with that. And look who's there. It's their captain yet again. Cool and calm under pressure. And that's their keeper with a big kick.
How's your touch, mate?
Perfect.
Lovely that.
Bruh.
It just clips the heels of the winger running on and he could have been free now. And now the Lions in the white smell blood. And against the runner player looking for the equaliser. And what a 1-2. He shoots, he scores. And I'll tell you what, that's one of the best worked goals of the game, bringing the scores back to 2 apiece. Game on now. And just remember, the temperature out there's 35 degrees, as their keeper has a big kick. And this just goes to show the fitness of these over-50's players. And now it's the Lions with a run of play since scoring that equaliser. Can they take the lead for the first time in their game? It was close, but no cigar. So 17 minutes to go and I just can't call this either way. And for the second time today, anyone want to see a vet's footy tackle? Lovely! As he gets poleaxed, but he wins a free kick. In a dangerous area, I must add. And it's their number 7 to waft one over. The ball's like a hot potato. Ball's to the Roses player. And from this angle, you can see there was a scramble. Their player stays composed. And the Roses striker gets his second goal of the game. And the England Lions players are furious because they thought it was offside. But as you can see, their strikers timed his run to perfection. And with 15 minutes to go, the Roses have taken the lead for the 3rd time this game. Can they hang on this time, or will the Lions claw their way back for the 3rd time in the game? They're through again, as the Roses breathe a sigh of relief. Now, with under 10 minutes to go, it's all Lions again, as they're desperately looking for the equaliser, and their players still got the ball. Shoots, just wide. And with only 7 minutes to go, this game's probably been the most epic game I've had the privilege of filming. End to end. And this time now it's the Roses. And will they put this game to bed with a first time shot off the bar? And what a chance that was by the England Roses. That could have been game, set and match. But it ain't. And I reckon even though there's 6 minutes left, there's still more chances in this game. As their number 15 runs down the wing, desperately seeking the equaliser. Is this the chance? He's managed to put it over. And it's their winger. What a save again by their keeper. And we've got to have another look at this. Their winger did everything he needed to do. Hit it down off the ground, and where was the keeper? He was there. And now this pressure by the England Lions is relentless. As the wingers just body checked and they win a free kick. Surely they've got to make this one count as they're running out of time. And as they send it over, the keeper punches it. And what a save yet again. And just have a look at this save from the goal cam. And is that the winning save that wins the Reds the game? As we've just crept into the 3rd minute of injury time. But the Roses ain't finished yet. And with a simple ball over, their winger shoots just wide. And from the action replay, their winger was within a whisker of putting this game to bed. But 3-2's how it's going to end as the ref looks at his watch, blows the whistle. Full time, done and dusted. But I'm sure you'll all agree that was one hell of a game to watch there in sweltering conditions, I must add. A truly wonderful advert for Vets football right there, with the England Roses over 50s running out narrow 3-2 winners. Well, that's yet another highlight video done and dusted from the TGC. Signing off, over and out, peace.
England-Wales annual trophy, but obviously for this fixture, the Roses versus the Lions, the one that we didn't quite finish in Belgrade. I think the Roses brought in a few ringers for the game today. There was definitely a few younger players appeared from nowhere, and I do think that the manager made a difference by not coming on. But Gary, this is my brother Gary Atkins.
Well done, guys. It was a tough old game, wasn't it? But it's great from your dad's point of view. This started his sort of senior management, if you like, at Aveley Football Club. So it's sort of poignant. You're back here this afternoon. So, who's the captain of the
Roses?